Hello, welcome to the Impact Wrestling Review with me, All Things Wrestling, and joined as always by KK416. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for having me.
Well, before we get onto the proper Impact review, we watched this new Before the Impact show, which just run down. Basically, it was a pre-show.
Yeah, BTI.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch it again because, well, I don't really find pre-shows interesting. But there was a match on it, so that's the main reason why I watched it. It was XXXL versus Decay.
Yeah,
Uh, Overall, it was a solid tag team match, and Crazy Steve managed to pick up the victory for Decay in what was a really solid tag team match.
yeah, they were victorious in their first ever match on BTI.
Yeah, BTI. It'd be interesting to see if they add matches on it again, because then if they do, if it's going to be towards the end of the show, I might just stop my stream just before and watch the matches if they're going to be like at the end of the pre-show.
Yeah, Taurus and Larry D, they put on a good performance.
Yeah, they did. Crazy Steve was great as always.
Yeah,
We then go to an X Division match. TJP versus Josh Alexander. I don't know if the top. Oh yeah, the title was on the line,
hmm,
and TJP managed to pick up the victory and retain the championship.
yeah, he's relentless. He was relentless while going to the walking weapons arm.
Yeah, I'm glad that TJP is now finally revealed, so we don't have this whole manic situation going on.
Yeah, I like how there was a Mamba squash and it got turned into an alcohol.
Yeah, it was decent.
Yeah,
Yeah, Hernandez then tracked down Brian Myers, accusing him of not wanting to pay him. Myers then paid him. He said, I paid you up for, half up front and you'll get the rest when you pin Cardona. Follow bar. Oh, when you pin Cardona. Follow bar shows up and said he wanted to invest Hernandez money, and Hernandez gave him $10. The whole money situation starts again.
yeah,
Overall, I really do enjoy the follow bar money situation at the moment. It's a basic but quite entertaining storyline.
yeah. It's funny.
Yeah. We then go to our fatal four-way match: Davari versus Suicide versus Trey Miguel versus Willie Mack. Uh, I don't actually remember watching this match, but from what I've heard, it was a really good match, and Trey Miguel picked up the victory.
Yeah, he picks up the win and continues his momentum.
Yep. From what I've been told, it was a really good match.
Yeah, it was. Willie Mack did a standing moonsault,
Yeah.
and Trey Miguel and Suicide were evenly matched.
Yeah. Sammy Callahan applauded Trey Miguel for winning in the back and says, basically just trying to get him to join him, but Miguel just left disgusted at the actions of Sammy Callahan.
Yeah, seems like he's not gonna leave him alone though.
No, it definitely isn't. This is going to lead to something.
Yeah, probably Ken Shamrock's gonna whoop his ass or something.
Probably.
Yeah,
Then Ace Austin wanted an X Division title shot and asked Scott D'Amore about it, and he said they'll have a six-man tag next week, and the winners will meet in a three-way, and the winner of that match will then get a shot. And Ace Austin said you can put all the obstacles in front of me as much as you want, but it's inevitable that I'm going to win and I'm going to get the X Division championship.
yeah, he has to settle for the earning of the number one contender spot.
Yep. We then get Hernandez versus Matt Cardona, who managed to pick up a victory over Hernandez.
Yeah,
Which was a really good match. Matt Cardona is a good wrestler, so is Hernandez. It was just a little bit of a brawly match. It was really good.
radio silence for the win.
Yep. After the match, Brian Myers and Hernandez beat down, but Eddie Edwards made the save. So we're definitely building up towards a proper good tag team match in this situation again.
Yeah, Mars is not happy that Cardona joined him in Impact
Yeah, he's definitely not.
because they were tag teams at one point.
Yeah. We then go to Tony Khan and Tony Schiavone's paid advertisement. They're just hyping up tomorrow's Dynamite. Tony Khan basically said that he writes off these paid adverts as charity work with his accountant.
Yeah, it seems like
That was
they're still in the Valentine's mode with the.
that was a great shot of them, though, weren't it?
Mhm.
He basically then said on that Kenny Omega's going to get a belated Valentine's Day gift tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued what's going to happen with the AEW World Champion tomorrow night.
we shall see.
Yeah. We then go to an exchange between Havoc Nevaeh and Tennille Dashwood. Havoc and Nevaeh were having a bit of problems after losing on Saturday. Tennille Dashwood then says, Havoc, I'll be your new partner. And Nevaeh's like, whoa, 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 back off. Me, you, ring now.
Yeah, Tennille was happy to exploit them.
Definitely. Of course she is. It's Tennille.
Yeah.
We then go to Reno Scum versus Finn Juice, also known as David Finlay and Juice Robinson from New Japan Pro Wrestling.
They were on a roll and they were on fire.
This match was really good. In the end, David Finlay, let's just say Finlay and Juice Robinson picked up the victory.
Yeah, just call them Finn Juice.
Pardon?
Just call them Finn Juice. That's what they're pretty much called.
Fine, Finn Juice picked up the victory. Reno Scum looked very, very good in this match.
Man, we haven't seen them in a while.
No, it was nice to see them back. They did a good job. Then the Good Brothers came out to welcome them to Impact. They love when the young boys come in and pop the territory. They remind them that they used to carry their bags. Once they're done with all this, we'll invite you for a drink. Finn Juice are like, well, as long as Gallows doesn't let Anderson pass out in his own urine by midnight, and Good Brothers were not happy with being disrespected.
Yeah, Finn Juice weren't too receptive of the Good Brothers.
Yeah. We then go to Rohit Raju and Mahabai Shira in a bar. They bump into James Storm and Chris Sabin. Raju gets in the face of Storm, so he just bottled him. And then they kind of like, okay, we'll leave, because Storm doesn't lose bar fights and knows every bouncer in the place.
Yeah,
and then they end up going to Swinger's place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good little segment, not too bad.
Clearly, Sabin and Storm were having a hell of a time in Swinger's Palace.
Oh, yeah. Then we got an advert for the next Impact Wrestling pay-per-view. It says Rebellion, but I swear that's in April. I swear it was No Surrender that they were advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure it's No Surrender, March 13th. I believe I read correctly. It's the next Impact. My guess is that'll be the next Impact Plus event.
Sounds about right.
That sounds about the right time for it. But yes, anyway. Moving on. Oh, Fella Ball got kicked out of Swinger's place because he lost money. Because of course.
Yeah.
Then we go to Tennille Dashwood versus Nevaeh. Tennille Dashwood managed to pick up the victory, which was very surprising to me.
The spotlight still remains on her.
Yeah. It's very interesting to see where Nevaeh and Havoc go from this point.
Yeah.
Then we had a Violence by Design promo. Typical promo from them. Very, very good, because they're already good at promo, especially Eric Young. But Cody Dean is really coming into his own with his promo style at the moment.
Yeah. Violent by Design are what they say they are, and they show Jake something that up close on No Surrender.
Yeah. Then Susan wanted to fight Jazz, but Deonna Purrazzo and Kimberly calmed her down. Deonna went to Scott D'Amore and said, Kimberly and Susan needs to get a shot at the tag titles. He's like, that's a good idea, but I have a better what's better than one great match than two. Susan and Lee versus Jazz and Jordan Grace next week. The winner will get a tag title match.
Yeah.
Overall, pretty decent. Susan's happy about getting her hands on Jazz. So, overall, that was a little good segment. Building for the future.
Yeah, I gave that a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, that was a decent little thing.
Yeah.
We then go to our main event, Moose versus Tommy Dreamer in an old school's Raw match, which is basically no disqualification.
Yeah. They had that violent feeling.
Very violent match. Moose was insisting during the match that this isn't a personal match, this isn't a personal attack, he just wants Swan.
His athleticism is undeniable.
Moose is fantastic.
Yeah.
Moose managed to pin Tommy Dreamer and get the victory, which is good because Tommy Dreamer should be doing the favour for most people now.
Yeah, pushing younger talent.
Definitely. Most definitely. And yeah, so that's the end of Impact. What would you give this out of 10? I would overall give this a 7.5. It was slightly better than Raw this week. Maybe because I did miss like the best match on the card apparently by dealing with the chat. But overall, I thought this was a very good episode of Impact.
I rated it out of 5, and according to my stuff, I put a 4 out of 5. So it's like pretty much 9 out of 10.
Yeah, as you know what, I'm going a bit harsh. I'm going to give it an 8. 8 out of 10. It was a very good Impact. Built up for the next matches. Built good to next week. We had a new debut. We've got some good storylines going on at the moment. Impact's sailing along very nicely at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do hope you've all enjoyed this review. Make sure you check out my live. Make sure you check out my live reactions channel. Links in the description below. Please check out Dave from Crack Cream Productions, who shall be back hopefully for the AEW review tomorrow, and he'll be doing his live reactions. His links in the description below as well. And we shall catch you all tomorrow. Peace out, guys.